We're live.
Oh, we are live. Maybe. You guys hear us?
See us? Hello.
There we go. Looks like we're good. What is up, everybody? Welcome in. We good?
Yep, we're good.
Everybody hear us okay?
Just walked right in front of the camera, didn't I?
Just a big ol' head.
A big old head.
Okay, yes, they can see us. Okay, good. What is up, everybody? Welcome in. We literally walked in like an hour ago. So we haven't even been home yet from South Carolina. You should went in front of the camera again.
Sorry.
So we haven't even been home yet. Literally got done at their shop last night at what? 12:30? Got done at 12:30.
Got done this morning. And
Got Waffle House because we were starving.
How was it?
Good.
oh, it was waffly.
And then
Listen,
went home.
I'm not... One critique on Waffle House, right? Because, I mean, you could probably give it a lot, but it's always consistent, at least.
It's always there.
Their waffles are like pancakes.
Yeah.
They're not like crispy waffle, like a Belgian waffle. They're not
Yep.
that. They're pancakes.
Yep.
So
Went to Waffle House, went back to our hotel, showered, went to the airport.
Mm-hmm.
So, here we are.
They're very expensive showers.
For a night hotel for a shower. Then flew here, got here at arrived here at like 10:30, drove to the shop. It's now noon. So,
Which is 3
That's that.
that time.
that's that. Which
So.
is 3 a.m. Yeah. 3
Now,
p.m.
Now, additionally, though, we lucked out. Our Atlanta to here flight was they upgraded us to like the Delta One bed seats, so we got to lay
That was
down and
nice.
sleep for a minute.
Nice.
Or
That
if
was
not,
nice.
we'd be dead.
That was nice.
If not, we'd be dead.
Yep.
We'd be dead.
Yep. So, well, guys, we have a beautiful selection of partial bolts here. So they are 3 yards, 5 yards, 7 yards, 2 yards, 8 yards, 6 yards. They're all over the place. Okay. What's the price on these?
7.
$7 a yard.
Forget buying another store. You guys need a jet.
For
For
real.
real.
So they're priced at $7 a yard. So you'll be able to. Is this working? Nope. I'm gonna murder someone if this thing doesn't work again. All right, so guys, it's going to be. What do we have? How many products? 150?
Somewhere around there.
Probably like 150 different bolts to show you. There's only one of each, so it's gonna go fast. And so, I guess just enjoy
And
the
they have
ride.
a really odd numbering system on this one because it does. Okay.
Hey,
Yep.
watch, gang. We've all got
The,
our watches on.
Look at that.
Mine's dead.
Yours is dead. Yeah, mine's close.
Listen, my Apple Watch represents me.
Dead.
I wake up, it's at 97%.
I'm at 13%.
It's at 97%, and then I don't charge it until I get my rest again.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Did I hear right that daylight savings is on Sunday?
Yeah. Spring forward.
No, I can't be
Ah.
right.
I think it's spring forward. Yeah. Yeah.
So our 8:30 church is like 7:30 church now?
Yeah. And Arizona is now on the same time zone as us.
No bueno.
So
I
Let's
like
do
the
it.
other one. I
So,
like the fall.
Interesting.
$7 a yard.
Trey says yes. I hate the spring one. So guys,
Except, wait, do we get darkness or do we get like?
no, I mean it's gonna be darker in the morning.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yep.
But then it'll be lighter.
But it'll be lighter in the
later.
evening, which I like a lot.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
We'll walk out of work and it's not dark.
I get here and it's cold. Now it's gonna be colder.
Cold and dark.
I don't like that.
So, all right, guys, what is the sale tomorrow, Tangum? We go look at that real fast.
Sale tomorrow is Thursday.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I just looked at the board a second ago.
Sell tomorrow is scrappable.
Yes. Great. That's what I thought.
Are you going?
That's what I thought. Sale tomorrow is scrappable. So, this will not be combined with tomorrow. I thought we were going to combine this one tomorrow. We have a couple of sales. We're combining a couple of days together. It's not this one because we're going to be in Utah. So, anyways. All right, friends. We're going to get started. We're going to tell you the amount of yardage on here. It's $7 a yard, guys. So, this right here is a 9-yard bolt. It's number 9816.
So 9 times 7 is 63.
9816. Number 9816. Lots of different designers in here. Number 9816. Going to Mona Allen. Next up, this is 8 yards. Number 9818. 9818.
I also zoomed in the camera a little bit to give you guys better quality. Look there.
9818 going to Michelle Britt. This one we have a 3-yard bolt, and this is a 2 3/4 yard bolt. So this is number 10998. Oh, scratch that. 10998. This is only this one. 2 3/4 yards. Number 10998.
So that one's got black. This one's brown.
11067. This is 3 yards.
No, so these dash pricing.
11067. 3 yards. And this one is
Donna
only
Faye for the 10998.
1 yard. 10855.
Oh, $7 a yard.
Karen Little for the 067.
All right, next up, this one right here is number 10991. It's got 2 3/4 yards. 10991, 2 3/4 yards.
Most of these bolts are gonna be smaller.
They're pretty short,
We've
yeah.
got a couple of 10s in there, but not. This is a 10, so this one's $70.
10 yards, number 9980.
Rebecca Morris for the 10991.
9980. 9980 right here. 10 yards, so it'll be $70. 9980 going to Patricia Browning. Next, this is 2 3/4 yards, number 11073. 11073 on this one. Is that 2 3/4 yards?
I've been keeping track.
Next, 2 1/4 yards, number 11180.
11073 going to Karen Little.
Next up, this one here is 5.5 yards, number 11482.
Everyone brought their A game today, obviously.
For real,
It's like,
yeah.
boom, I got you.
11482, 5.5 yards.
Time changes have to be approved by Congress?
11482, yeah.
Is that a real thing?
Yep.
It's
Rita for 11482.
At this time we're doing it?
No, not like that. 6 3/4 yards, number 11478. They're trying to get voted into that daylight savings time doesn't exist anymore. 11478 for this one.
I'm in for that.
It doesn't
Doesn't serve its purpose anymore.
it was for farmers.
Well, went back when the United States was
11478.
Did you do?
Next,
Oh, it passed?
6 yards, number
Oh, I think she's saying
11456.
she'd pass it.
Oh.
Number 11456. Number 11456. I think part of that is just people that want to change their old ways. It's like, nah, we're not going to screw things up. We're just going to keep going how it goes. 6 yards, guys. 11456 right here. This is Allison Glass.
My thing is, like, let's try a year and see if anyone cares. Who here woke up and was like, you know what?
11456 for Michelle.
In 6 weeks from now, it's daylight savings.
I've never heard
I'm gonna write that
anybody.
down.
I never heard anybody say, "I'm so looking forward to daylight savings."
I say that about the November
Number
one.
10009, 3 3/4 yards.
When you do it in an hour?
10009.
Yeah, just
10009.
you don't know what you don't know. That's my go-to. You always don't know what you don't know.
Next, 2 3/4 yards. Number 10007. B Bacon for the 10009. 10007 for this one right here.
Jacob, if you could try to
10007.
Put them in sequential order. that would
They're
be
not in
great.
order right here. Next up, this one doesn't have yardage.
$7 a
10.
yard.
It's 10.
10 yards, number 9991. 9991, 10 yards.
Donna Waldron for the 10007.
9991.
Tommy says I like daylight savings time.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it either way. Like I do in the springtime, I enjoy that it's like, oh great, we have more light at the end of the day. But
What number is that?
9991 for this one right here,
It's
guys.
literally like we move to Utah and back every year.
Next, 6 1/4 yards, number 90. Is that a 7 or a 1? 9784. Number 9784. 9784. It's got 6 1/4 yards, number 9784. It's by the bolt, guys. 9784 for Laura Miller.
What's up, Laura?
Next, 9 1/4 yards. Beautiful print here, number 9775. 9775. I believe this is also Allison Glass.
And I'll give everyone. We've got 3 more stacks, and then that'll be 25% there. So I'll let everyone know when we hit the 25% mark.
I think this is Allison Glass. 9775 for this one going to Cindy Chris.
I want to say it's Sarah Maxwell.
Next, this one right here, guys, is number. It's 5.5 yards, 9792. Number 9792 on this one.
5.5. Yeah.
9792. Next is 2 3/4 yards, number 10987.
Oh.
9775 for Cindy.
30-minute meeting.
10987.
We're all having breakfast at your house.
Yep. Eagles wing 10987. That's like invite only, just so you know. 5 3/4 yards, number 11473. 11473. I don't know.
I'm forgetting I have no friends.
I think he
11473.
was referring to if you got the invite.
Oh, lady invited me.
Number
Does that mean Carter's
11473.
invited?
You have to bring 2 halves of an invitation. Kate G for 11473.
One from you,
one
for
for
her.
me, one for her. That way. 6 yards, number 11507. 11507.
Everyone gets 1 veto.
11507.
That's hilarious.
I've got you like 150 interviews for Friday. Yep. 11507. There's no +1 on that invite, says Tracy. No,
I
it's
bet.
-1.
Well, she
Number
asked me to bring
11507.
pumpkin bars, so.
Oh, did you?
You know,
You can
like,
come. 2 3/4 yards, number 9551. 9551.
It's like Roy's playing X Factor over here. Nah, we're not having it.
9551 for this one. It's got bees on it. Going to Rita. Next up, this is 9971. It's got 2.5 yards. 9971. 9971. 2.5 yards. 9971.
Cat mom.
Going to Cat Mom. You have cats? Just kidding. 3 3/4 yards. Number 10011.
Also, just a friendly reminder here. If you guys give one of these,
10011.
this is their color allotment numbers. They just peel off.
Be bacon.
10011 going to B Bacon.
Just quite a few of them have it, so I don't want someone to be like, "What does this sticker mean?"
2 3/4. Number 10056. Yeah. Or they have a little like staple in them. Like this one has a staple.
Bake them out.
But we're also very generous on the yardage.
There's that.
10056 going to Rebecca. Next, this is a 9.5 yard bolt, number 9808. 9808 right here, 9808.
So I spent the morning in the store. before I
9808.
Sleeping?
opened.
Going to Eagles Wing.
Taking down Christmas decorations.
9 1/4 yards, number 9802. Look
What
at
was I
this beautiful
guess?
one. 9802. How did that go?
Good. I got down everything that I don't need a ladder for.
9802.
So now I gotta get
So
a
the
ladder.
easy stuff.
Oh.
9802.
But now they're filling all that with like pre-cuts and store stuff, so
Yeah.
I wanted to get that done first.
9 1/4 yards, number 9802. Next, this is 4 3/4 yards, number 9805. 9805. 9805. Who do I turn in my time off request form to?
Me.
Time off
Yep.
request
Is
form.
that you, Remy?
Yeah.
9805.
There's
Tammy
4
Schweitzer?
parts to that request form.
There's 4 parts. There's 4 quarters to that request form. 9 yards, number 9828.
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
9828. I'm going to go to Lake Tahoe.
Lake Tahoe?
Can I go?
I was thinking about going
9828.
to Atlanta.
Carter really wants to go to Atlanta.
Where?
They apparently there's a
The
Nintendo
world's largest aquarium is there.
98. We've been.
They have a whale
9828.
shark.
Yeah. It's not nearly as impressive as other aquariums I've been to.
Carter really wants to swim with the whale shark, so.
9828. Do that in Mexico. 9828.
No. There's also this really good crawfish place.
4.5 yards, 9827. 9827.
Candace King for 98.28.
Oh, there's the not Lego, Nintendo
Nintendo
Music
Museum? Music
Park.
Park?
It's amusement park.
Oh,
It's Legoland, but for
9827.
Nintendo.
Interesting.
Apparently, it's supposed to be really, really cool. Really
It's an easy one to get to. 9827.
Direct flight.
Yep.
Every time, without fail.
So when are we going?
9827. I think I'm going to go at...
Lake Tahoe.
Lake
What are you doing in
Tahoe.
Lake Tahoe?
It's just... Oh, dude. What is this? What is this quality control?
Get that out of here.
Minus off a yard, Raimi.
I need to know the number.
Okay, this was 6 1/4 yards. Now it's 5 1/4 yards. Well, this is only like a half a yard. Put it at 5.5 yards. That'll give you a 3/4 yard buffer. 5.5 yards, number 11497.
5.5.
Guys, crap happens. Sometimes you get hit by the forklift. Like, I don't know what to tell you. All right, next.
So
5 3/4 yards, number 11
whoever got
500.
that, just know that piece is coming on like that.
11 500. We're not cutting it off. You're gonna get it.
Shelly Terry.
You're gonna get it still.
11 500. Going to Shauna Childress. Next, this is 9 yards, number 11 487. 11 487. Dude, who decided on these wacky numbers?
That's how high they went.
Number 11 487. We didn't have 11,000 of these.
No, they decided to start
Eagles
at.
wing.
Why?
For
Why did they start at
11.
1?
They started
487.
at like 800.
11 487 for Eagles wing.
I don't know. I'll make the rules.
Next, 5 yards, 11 496. 11 496.
Start at 9,000.
Tiago wants to go to Atlanta.
Man.
11 496. I've been to Atlanta. Tracy, 11 496.
Nintendo Music Park is apparently there.
Oh, really?
Going to Tracy.
Apparently.
This is 3 yards, 10 0 55. 10 0 55. I've been to Atlanta. I don't love it.
I just want to see the whale shark.
10.
I've been there too. I've been there. Done that.
That's all I want to see.
Ready?
That's
It's 10 0 55.
Going to Tammy Lataracco.
There you go. Tammy got it. I've been there. It's all right. 5 1/4 yards, number 11 486. 11 486.
So you've been to the second largest aquarium in the world, and it was just all right.
Really? Yeah.
Wow.
Kate G
Like
got you down.
our Mandalay Bay Shark Reef is more impressive.
Well, size doesn't.
No, you know my favorite aquarium is the one in Fort Lauderdale.
We've already done 11 487.
hang tight.
11 486 was the last one.
Okay.
It's
Sorry,
a
that was
mistype.
Got it.
6 3/4 yards, number 11 480. My favorite aquarium of all time is the
SeaWorld.
the one in
I love
SeaWorld.
SeaWorld.
Is the one in Fort Lauderdale, the Miami Zoo one,
Tammy
the
Lataracco.
Fort Lauderdale Zoo
For
one.
the 11
I don't
480.
think I've ever been there.
It's awesome.
The zoo or the
Okay.
aquarium?
11 480. The zoo, but there's an aquarium inside the zoo. That's got the most impressive aquarium that I've seen. Number 11 477. It's got the huge pacus and the arowanas and
Yeah, it has.
it's cool.
No, they're not arowanas.
11 477. Here.
The ones that are like 5 feet long.
Yeah.
Those are arowanas.
Yeah,
Dude, those
Yeah.
things get huge.
I know.
Yep.
11 477
That's
going
some
to Eagles Wing.
Another reason why never
5
get into the
3/4,
Amazon.
number 11 479. Maybe. Is
Bingo.
that what it is?
What Nintendo
11 479.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a
Yeah.
Nintendo music park there.
Teresa Dawkins.
I could have swore that was in California.
Teresa, you got it.
It's in
It's like
Atlanta.
Backwards.
Warner Bros. Or something like that.
9 yards, number 11 413. 11 413.
I saw it on the trams.
11
We should
413.
go to
The trams
Is
are
it
all rough.
Wario Land? Is that what you're
11
talking about?
413.
You want to come?
I ate at a super sketchy bar there in Atlanta one night. Number
We've
11
eaten at quite a few of those.
413 is going to Ashley. Next, this is 5 3/4 yards, number 11 476. 11 476.
Super Nintendo World.
It's in Atlanta, right?
11 476.
Coming to Universal Epic Universe in Orlando, Florida in 2025. There's not one in Atlanta.
I want to go to Orlando. Because
Going to Orlando.
Number 11 476. 11 476. Got
Maybe.
letters on it.
It's not there yet. They're building it right now.
But it's coming in 2025.
9 3/4 yards, number 11 440. 11 440. 11 440. 11 440. $7 a yard, guys, going to Patricia Browning. Next, this is 1.5 yards, number 9632. 9632. Number 9632. Going to Rob Lowry. Next up, 9 yards, number
25%.
number 9807. Number 9807. 9807 right here. 9 yards. 9807. Yeah, I'm going to go to Lake Tahoe. Reno.
Why not Lake Powell?
Because I want to go to Reno.
Why do you want to go to Reno? There's nothing in Reno.
Lake Tahoe's in Reno.
Why don't you go to Lake Powell?
9807.
There's
I don't
other
want to
things
go there.
around it.
I don't want to go there. Next. You don't have to come. 9 3/4 yards. Number 11
It's invite only.
463. 11 463.
It's invite only. And
Invite only.
There's two.
Apparently.
11 460. That's my wife's favorite place to visit.
What?
Sharon for
I missed the
11,463.
new line of Lori Holt. It doesn't come out till next month.
9 yards, number 11,442.
Americana doesn't come out.
11,442. Lake Tahoe's her favorite place on the planet.
When did you go to Lake Tahoe?
A while ago. 11,442 going to Eagles Wing. 11,471 is 7.5 yards. 11,471. This is Edited Sitar Guys Laundry Basket Quilts, one of our older collections. Number 11,471.
I just want to go to SeaWorld.
Eagles Wing. You can scuba dive in Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
You know how
can
deep
also-
Lake Tahoe is?
I want to go to Lake Powell. I don't want to go to Lake Tahoe.
10-yard bolt, number 9983.
I know exactly
9983.
how deep it is.
9983.
Forever. Isn't like over a mile?
9983.
No, it's forever deep.
Is
Yep.
it a mile deep?
Yeah.
Lake Tahoe is ridiculously deep. I don't think it's a mile, but
I know that.
it's like thousands of feet.
I know that.
Yeah.
The only thing I know about
Ashley
that
had
is
for
they say
9983.
This right here, guys, 8.5 yards, number 9951.
if you drop something there, there's zero recovery.
How deep is Lake Tahoe?
Could you have in my water?
They said zero recovery on it. If a boat
Shelly
sinks,
Terry for 9951.
if there's an accident and your boat sinks and you're inside of
3.5 yards,
Lake
number.
Tahoe is 1,644 feet deep.
Wow.
So it's a third of a mile. 3.5
rescue
yards,
party.
number 10125. 10125. 10125. This is tape, guys. It's not the fabric.
I'm glad you guys made it out of the Charlotte airport. Guys, it was such a...
Christina
10125. They overreacted.
They delay our plane,
Yeah, that was weird.
and then they were like, no, we're actually going to do this right now.
They delayed our plane, the boarding of it, and then it said just like delayed 23 minutes. Like, okay. And then it switched from that to behind schedule. And we're like, all right, whatever. We're just chilling out in the Sky Lounge. And I walk up, I'm like, hey, what does this mean? Like, when are we leaving? She's like, your plane's like about to take off. I'm like, it said delayed and then behind schedule. She's like, no, like they're going to close the doors in like a couple minutes if you don't get over there. Like, it's like they're actually leaving early.
Wow.
Like, what? 3.5 yards, number 10126. 10126. Needed to say we made it. 10126.
It worked.
2.25 yards, number 9962. Melanie for the 10126.
We made it.
Number 9962. 9962.
That's 25%.
9962. Okay, guys, we're a quarter of the way through. Next, 2 3/8 yards, number 9977. What airline? Delta. 9963 for Donna. Is that right?
We just did.
No, we did 9962, so I'm assuming you want that one, Donna. 9962, we'll put you down for it. 9977 going to Eagles Wing.
It's got a band too.
Next, this is 3.25 yards, number 9949. 9949. 9949 right here. Going to Amy Osmondson. Next, this is 9 yards, number 11439. 11439. Again, this is something that comes from the manufacturer. Every once in a while, they tape the ends of the bolts. So you'll just cut that edge off. Edit Sitar,
The
number
tape feels
11439.
That's how they stick it to cardboard.
Yep. 11439.
11439.
Edit Sitar, 9 yards. Going to Teresa Dawkins. Next, 2.5 yards, number 9961. You know where I want to go to? I want to go to a ghost town with the kids. I think our kids would love that.
I would have a lot of fun with that.
Like the Calico Ghost Town, or they have Tombstone in Arizona.
there's-
9961.
What's his name?
Going
There's a
Eagles
YouTuber that
Wing.
just opened up his.
3 yards, number 10168.
What is his name?
10168. I want to go to like Calico.
It's like 3 hours away from here. It's like
Oh,
a
really?
full-blown ghost town. He's like, yeah, have fun.
10168.
And they have big signs for like, don't fall in the mine.
No, I want the ones where they do like the gunfights and stuff.
Oh, that's not what.
Calico or
Calico.
Tombstone or
I thought it was Tombstone that we used to go to as a
One
kid.
on one.
Marine. We went to Calico when we were kids. Marine
And
for
they
the
have a little shootout
10168.
in the middle of
Yeah.
the street.
We should go.
9
to
yards
the
or
little-
10154. This
you
might be a
know
1
the-
maybe.
How far away is
10154.
Calico from here?
It's like 2.5 hours.
No, that's right.
I think it's 2.5.
We should go to the one we used to take the kids on in Bear Valley, where they do a little shootout on your ride in the wagon.
Cindy, I never went on that.
Oh, really?
I was always cooking. Cindy for the 10154. This is 3
I went
3/4 yards,
when
number
I was
10113. 10113. I think this might be a 7, maybe. 10113.
Yeah.
Going to going to Linda Short.
And it's going to be 1017 on your
There you go.
voice, Linda.
Next. This is 10 yards, number 9948. 10 yards, 9948. Number 9948.
I have my optometry appointment tonight. Get new glasses.
9948. Are you still getting them through Shindu or whatever that place is called?
I go to Costco, and then
Number
I
4,
order my glasses through Zenny.
Zenny, that's what it was. 449948. I got ladies to there. This is a 10-yard bolt, number 9993. 9993. $7 a yard, guys. Number 9993. You got to take the whole bolt. Going to Mindy Hicks. This is 2.5 yards, number 99J3. 99J3.
It's a 5. 2.5. Yeah.
You guys don't see what I did with.
These are turning into math problems real quick. What
Going
is J?
to Rebecca.
And it's a 5, Rebecca.
3 yards, number 10170, maybe.
It is.
10170. Oatman in Arizona. Not a ghost town, but fun, and the donkeys are often in town. I've also heard of Oatman.
I can't be that
I just
far
saw
from
that.
either.
It's like 7 hours.
No,
It's freaking forever
that's
away.
Too far.
10170, but I just read something on that the
Going
other
to Mindy
day.
Hicks.
They say it's awesome. It's an awesome place for kids. 3.25 yards, number 10169.
Well, I
And the
was-
donkeys come down like you can pet them in the streets. 10169, the wild
We were
donkeys.
talking to somebody about travel, and they're like,
Lynette Martinez.
yeah, the maximum I will drive is 7 hours.
5 yards, 10128. That
And,
was
like,
kind of funny, wasn't it?
For me,
10128.
it's like I'll drive forever. I don't have any problems with the driving, but
10128. Going to Christina. Is that this? 5 years?
10128, yeah. Going to Christina.
Yeah. Okay, good. Next. 3.25 yards, or 10129. But what?
like
10129.
as soon as it crosses 6 hours for me, it's like
It's not a day trip anymore.
it's no longer a day trip. You
101
don't just drive that.
29.
Yeah, you do.
You don't just drive that in the sense of you don't just drive it, go do something, and then
drive
drive it home.
No. 10129. That's
one's
past
pretty.
my limit. 4 hours. 4 hours is like
Yeah.
I'd go there, do it, and drive home.
Yeah.
5 is like pushing it. 3.25, number 9938. It also depends on what it is and what time of year it is. 993. If you're gonna go out in the sun all day,
Just
like
the safety of
it
it.
just
Yeah.
sucks driving home. 993. I felt tired driving to the airport this morning. You fell asleep like 4 times. I don't think you knew you did.
Dude,
We're sitting there talking. All of a sudden, Diego was like, "Yep." Number 9938.
I definitely have gaps
9938.
of time on this trip.
2.5 yards, number 10150.
If they pulled-
Oatman is about 34 minutes south of Bullhead City.
Yeah, that was close.
Oh, okay.
Shauna Childress for 9938.
10150
Dude.
going to Donna.
If I was a suspect in a homicide, it'd be over.
No alibi. 2.5 yards,
Where were you
10149.
at this time?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
10149.
Sorry, did
Yeah, I was feeling pretty tired.
No, I was tired. I don't
10149.
remember. Can anyone confirm with you?
10149.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Next, 3.25 yards, number 9939. 9939 right here. 9939. Yeah, I don't know. I want to go somewhere like that. I asked Lady where she wanted to go. I said, let's take a little weekender and go somewhere.
Dude,
9939 for Rebecca.
Come to freaking the Snake
Sandra,
River
we,
with
we
me?
didn't
That's
see
not
your,
a weekend.
your question there.
Number 9990. This is a 10-yard bolt. 9990, 10-yard bolt.
Why don't you want to
Is that
come
a 10-yard bolt?
It's a 9-yard bolt.
Is that the right one?
9990.
Oh, it is a 9-yard bolt. It's actually a 9-yard bolt. Yep.
You're going to Eagles Wing.
Going Eagles Wing. Next, this is 2.75 yards, number 10057.
Brody, I want you to come
10057. Could be a 1, could be an asterisk.
5, 7,
Could be a W.
Is that?
5.5.
2.75?
10, 0, 5,
Try 1.
1. No, 5, 4.
Hold on, Tingham.
10054 for sure.
Okay, thank you.
How is that for sure?
And going to Mindy Hicks.
10-yard bolt, number
Mindy, the
9986.
Number will be different on your invoice.
9986. I asked what the fabric lines on the fabric as they described. They're all,
Most of them are Andover,
yeah, they're all different though. Yep.
but everyone's gonna be a little bit different.
9986 going to Misty. What's up, Misty?
But as far as quality goes,
2.25 yards, number 9952. 9952.
Last night.
What's that?
Like a comment last night
9952. What comment last night?
about Lewis and Irene. That's hilarious.
9952. I don't remember what you
Somebody
said.
commented after
Teresa
the
for
video
9952. Oh.
about Lewis and Irene, and they were like, Yeah, I couldn't figure
3.5 yards, 9937.
what square they use as far as their.
Somebody
goods.
commented on a YouTube video last night saying, might have been one of you guys. Don't be this person if it was. 9937 that said it was like 3 a.m. in the airport while we were reading the comment that came in after the show, and it was like, yeah,
Susan for
I've never heard of the company, and I can't trust it because I don't know exactly what the square goods are of the company, and unless I test it, I won't. There's no way I can order that. 9937. I'm like, dude.
Which is funny because nowadays 60 square.
9937.
60 square is still standard, but there's so many others now.
9937. It was funny. We were cracking up. I was like, first of all,
I don't know what the square is.
2 1/4. Number 9958. It was just funny because it's like, dude. First of all, we wouldn't get where we are today selling crappy fabric. Second of all, like, what are you, like a
Mercy
fabric
Alonzo
chemist?
For the 9958.
Number 9958. It's like, really? Like, you're going to look at it and be able to tell me what the square is good is on it? Number 9.5, number 10161. 10161. 10161.
I don't know anyone that can do it unless they look at a microscope and actually.
That's what I mean. 10161. Shelly for the 10161. 2 3/4 yards, number 10174.
No, Ashley went
10174.
to Misty, I think.
I mean, technically speaking, all these companies could be lying to us. 100%. We would have no
I
idea.
don't even know what a square good is.
Neither does she. Eagles wing for the 10174.
She probably does.
3 yards, number 9945. 9945.
Square goods means how many strands of thread are there per square inch.
Yeah.
It's squared.
9945. Is that right, maybe? 9945?
Except they're doing
Three?
that.
3 yards.
So,
You're on to Cindy Chris.
Cindy Chris.
except digital goods now are no longer square.
Next, 3.5 yards, number 10865. 10865.
Digital prints are 144
10865.
by 72. That's the normal now.
Number 10865. Going to Helen. Next, 3 yards, number 9943. 9943. Number 9943. It's getting less and less appealing. I want to go,
Where are we going?
but it's less and less appealing.
Why is it getting less
9943
appealing?
Where are we going?
for Quilt Babe. She wants us to go
I want you
to
to come to
Idaho
with
for
me
4th of July. 3.5 yards,
I'm
number
okay.
9941.
Cheyenne really wants to go.
9941.
Already talked to her about it.
You could say, Cheyenne, do you want to go and just insert it? And she'll say yes.
9941.
She said she wants to change things up for the 4th of July this year because she's getting bored of our usual routine.
9941. No, she didn't.
Those were her
Anina.
exact words.
Next, 2 1/4 yards, number
Let's say
9957.
we do it at the farm.
9957.
I'm not gonna
This
be
one,
here.
guys, also. Is that? No, it's
Those
good.
are right. That's the fabric.
9957.
Brody's rubbing off
Going
the
to
design.
Shelly. Next, this is 2 3/8 yards, 9976. 9976.
I'm just not going to be here. And I'd rather you guys
9976.
were with me.
9976. Not enough to stay. 9976 for Teresa.
That is not fair, and you know it.
12. This says there's 12 yards. Daniel.
That's
This
the way I
is 12
heard it.
yards.
It's the other side.
Ah, that would do it. 3.5 yards, number 9950. 9950.
That's
It's
the way I
true.
heard that.
9950.
You know what? I'm going to say that next
Not
time
coming on our cruise?
your in-laws
Not coming on our cruise?
Something.
Not coming on 4th of July?
Stop.
Really? Quilt Babe for 9950.
I need all the info on that cruise. Apparently, I've missed something.
Dude,
Don't even start.
no. You don't even
We're
start.
in Idaho.
3.5
It's
yards.
in Ammon,
10124, maybe.
Does it-
10124, 3.5
No,
yards.
I'm going to Ammon, Idaho. There's no maybe.
10124. Is that?
3.5?
Nope. Yep.
Yes.
Going to
That's
Lynette
okay.
Martinez. 10-yard bolt, number 9987, maybe.
Where, really? Yes. Ammon,
9987.
Idaho. I didn't just pull that out of the hat somewhere. Yep.
Ashley Hood, is this a 10-yarder? 9987.
9987.
Shelly says, why, Remy? Do you live there or something?
Why what?
Yep. Going to Ashley Hood. Next, 3.5 yards, number 9944. 9944.
Why do I feel like I'm being interrogated? I'm from Idaho Falls. Oh, nice.
9944. Kate G. Got you down. 2 1/4 yards, number 9964. 9964. 9964. If it was closer, I'd go. Number
It's not
9964.
that far.
It is that far.
What, 8 hours?
So why?
No,
Why
longer
what?
than that.
12 hours?
Yeah,
I
10.
don't know why you're. Why?
9964.
With kids, that makes it worse.
2 1/4 yards, number 10115.
Why you go there? Oh, I'm going there because Carter has family there.
10,
And we go there every
115.
4th of July.
10115.
We go to the oh, what's it called?
10
It's like a
115.
skincare product. What is it? The
2 1/4 yards, number
the
9965.
Melaleuca fireworks show.
9965. Isn't Melaleuca a cancer, not a skincare product?
It's a product.
9965. Quilt Babe got you down.
And
These
it's
are
2.5
legit,
yards, number 9966.
But you'll never know.
I don't doubt it. 9966. You're not going to guilt me into it, that's for sure. 9966.
I'm gonna feel guilty.
You want me to tell you all the
Eating
reasons?
barbecue.
Yes.
Melaleuca, not melanoma. It's close. Number 9966.
Synonyms.
Next, 2.5 yards, number 9968. I'll tell you why. It's 10 or 12 hours away.
It's 9 hours away.
That's if you drive without children. So
All right.
add 3 more hours on that probably.
Vicky Borland for 9968.
9968. Next. Okay, so for me it's going to be, we'll call it 11 hours.
Okay.
So that's 22 hours in drive time. Number 9967.
You
Two and a
could
half,
go
2
the
1/4
night
yards.
before and spend the night
That
at the
doesn't change
cabin.
the amount of the time driving.
All right.
Okay? Don't convince, I'm going to tell you the reasons why I don't want to. Okay? Eagle's Wing. Then, that's reason 1. 3 1/4 yards, number 9946. 9946. Okay? 2, my motorhome is in Alaska. So that makes that drive a lot longer with a baby. Number 9946, when you can't hold a baby driving down the road. Teresa Dawkins for 9946.
Where a lady can't hold a baby and you can't hear it.
3.5, 9940. No, they're just fussier. 9940. They're sitting in a car seat for 11 hours. 9940.
I mean, you could
Next.
just fly in too at that
Next.
point. But
Eagle's Wing.
Eagle's Wing for 9940. This is 3 1/4 yards, 9942. Next, if I'm going to go and take the amount of time that would take, Idaho wouldn't be the first place that I would go. Eagle's Wing for
But it's the
9942.
place I'm inviting you to.
3.5 yards, number 10127. 10127.
hey, Brody,
So-
on the 4th of July, do you want to go to Costa Rica?
Like, see, if I'm going to take 10 days off, Idaho is not like at the
KG
top of my
for
list.
10127.
KG.
I am inviting you.
10
if
yards.
I said, hey, Brody, do you want to go to Red Robin with me tonight?
10 yards,
That
number
wouldn't be
10898. If I
Probably
didn't
your
want to go
first
to
choice of restaurant, but you would want to go because I have invited you to come with me.
10898, there's a limit to that though. If you invited me to go get Indian food tonight, I'd say no.
I know, but I know you don't like Indian food. I feel 100% confident you would enjoy
10898.
Idaho.
Kate G, you got it. Next, 2 3/4 yards, number 10873. 10873, that's the first reason.
All right.
10873. The second reason.
You just don't love me enough, says
No,
Tracy.
10873, going to Mindy Hicks. Next is 2 1/4 yards, number 10111. Next reason is, in going up there, you're now talking about renting an Airbnb. 10111.
Which we're doing anyway.
During a prime time in that area.
Yes.
Right?
It's Ammon, Idaho.
10,
It's
111.
not like it's this big city.
2 1/4 yards, 10111. Next, this is 2 1/4 yards, number 9954. 9954. So you add the cost in there, right? You add the cost. It's going to take me $400 in fuel.
Maya Quilts for 10111.
Number 9954.
Probably.
Probably $400 in fuel. To get a house that's big enough for, if obviously
Eagles
like say
Wing
Tian
for
comes
the
going, we're getting a house that 2 of us are sharing, right?
It was Eagle's Wing for the 9955.
Okay. This right here is number 9963, 2 1/4 yards, 9963. Get a house that's big enough, you're looking at
$2,000.
You're looking at probably
$7.
probably
Sue.
$1,500. 996 split twice. Okay, so now I'm at $1,100. 3 3/4
Teresa
yards.
Dawkins
Number
for the 9963.
10114. So I'm at $1,100, not including what we do there.
You know, all
So
I
add
the,
an
don't do
extra-
anything that costs money there other than food.
Number
you know what
10119.
$1,100 burgers could look like here?
10119.
Think about it.
So there's the cost of it. Then there's the time of it. Then there's the, if I'm going to do the cost and the time, Rooter Gal for the 119.
There's always
I'm going to go to Mexico. I'm going to go to 10118. 10118. I don't know. 10118. I'm going to go spend 2 or 3 days at different zoos in Arizona. 10118.
I'm in for that
I
one.
just wanted to spend the holiday with you, but
Not enough to stay.
I can't stay. We talked about
118.
this.
10118.
I can't stay, Bruce. I can't go.
My goodness, like a
You two are sounding like a long-term relationship.
10118 is going to Rooter
You
Gal.
guys are a long-distance relationship.
2
over here.
1/4. 10112. 10112. 10. Idaho Falls Zoo sucks, Shelly. 10112. Bro, she's like, I hate it here. Don't come. 10112.
Oh, that's awesome. What side do you play for?
3.5 yards, number 10997. 10997.
Idaho's amazing. Don't come for the zoo.
10-1-1-5.
10997. 3.5 yards. Next.
I don't think so.
10-yard bolt, number
We baked in
11.
for the 10-9-9-7.
10 yards, 11018. 11018.
Eleanor Castegna for the 101-1-2.
It's a gray on
11018.
11.
Number 10905. 10905.
Sandy Powis for the 11-0-1-8.
I remember when Ammon was just a store that was about it.
You know what?
10905.
I enjoy going
10905.
there.
For Sandy Grace. I think I would enjoy going there.
10.
10 yards, number 9984. I'm not saying I wouldn't.
Not with you.
9984.
That's what it's sounding like. You don't want to put in the effort to have an enjoyable 4th of July.
No,
in
it's not
Idaho
that.
with
No,
me.
no. The amount of time that it takes to get there, I could be in the Keys.
9984.
No, but you're not going to go to the Keys for the 4th of July. You're going to stay home.
Number
We all know that
6
if you
1/4
don't
yards,
come
number
to Idaho,
11448.
You guys aren't going anywhere. for the 4th of July.
11448. 11448. Mexico.
Fine, we'll prove you wrong.
11448 going to Karen.
I'm wounded.
I am hurt. 9 3/4 yards, number 11438. 11438. 11438.
No, do you know what would be really
So
fun
I just
to
they
do?
do fireworks in the Keys.
Get out of here.
11438 going to Eagles Wing. 9, maybe she just loves it there and doesn't want anybody to find her give a best kept secret.
Apparently.
9.5 yards, number 11436. 11436. 11436.
Shelly, do you know the Garvins?
How much does it cost to take your whole family to Costa Rica?
Exactly.
Number
It's not crazy,
11436.
actually. The exchange rate's really good right now.
No, here's what I'm saying. You guys are going to go do the same thing we've done every year for my
11436.
entire life, and that's great. That's fine.
I mean, that's cool.
9 yards, 11421.
It sounds like she wants to
11421.
cancel Christmas now next.
Oh my god.
11421.
I'm just saying, I think everyone would enjoy a little
I think we would.
spicing things up for the 4th
9
of
yards,
July.
11421.
And I am presenting an opportunity.
11421. It's an
Do you want
opportunity.
to come? Me and
Eagles
Brody
wing.
are going to go to Costa Rica for the 4th. You want to come?
I
3.5
can't.
yards,
I
number
told you,
9947.
I have to go to Idaho.
9947. I guarantee if you said to Carter they're going to Costa Rica, he'd be like, let's go.
No, he wouldn't. I
Number
promise you he would
9947.
not.
Going to Tammy. I actually love Idaho. Beautiful
I-
place. 4.5 yards, number 9806. It's true. 9806.
I've only been there a handful of times.
It's beautiful. 9806. 9806 right here.
I've only gone to Idaho maybe 6 or 7 times.
I go home to Idaho about every couple of years. Do you like sagebrush? Number 9806 for Donna. Okay, next. This right here, 7 3/4 yards, number 9776. Are those 1s or 7s? 9776. Like 1776.
Yeah.
For the 4th of July. 9776
Only
going to
love me.
holidays. 5 1/4 yards, number 9789. 9789.
It would be so fun.
89. It looks like we're over 50% of the product we're going to show today, guys. So, just saying, 9789.
See, Crystal, I would be so down for that. But there are more families than just one involved, and I know that
Rob says,
at
sorry, go
least
ahead.
40% of them would say absolutely not. So,
If you ask
No.
Lady or Cheyenne, they say, yeah, let's go. 9.5 yards, number
that's not what they're
9844.
talking about.
9844.
If you ask Cheyenne to go to Needle, she'd
Rob,
be like, I'm down.
right?
Like, my wife does
Gonna
not
go to
care.
Boulder City? Sorry, Cynthia. She's our only customer in Boulder City.
Whoa.
Rob Lowry says, one of my favorite 50K runs in Idaho. I'm just going to stop you right there, Rob. Not 5K, 50K.
That's
an
a
hour
typo,
or so
right?
out. No, it's not. Of Boise. Rob's an ultra runner. Number 9844.
Listen, Rob.
He quilts to keep from crying when he gets done with his runs.
That makes more
2
sense.
3/8 yards, number 9978. 9978.
Rob, if you and me went running, I'd be dead.
9978.
Why would you tank him? We lost him at like
Tammy for
7K.
9978. Less.
Yeah.
2.5 yards,
Shoot
number
him back, says
9955. Number 9955.
Truth in that. That's funny.
I laugh, only to keep from weeping. Number
Oh, that's a Knight's
9955,
Tale.
Knight's Tale.
Rebecca Morris.
That's a good movie.
Rebecca Morris for 9955. Next up, 2.25 yards, number 9956. 9956. Number 9956. Oh, look at that. There's an idea. Crystal says, Ramey, round up the Idaho family
I
and plan a
answered
trip.
her already.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
That was
For
my
Wisconsin.
40% would say absolutely not.
9956. Sounds like they're the
Going
ones
to
that
Rob
don't
Lowry.
want. Don't want. That's something else. 1.5 yards, number 10106. I don't know if I can be around such negativity. 10106. There is also the family dynamic, which I find odd. Not odd in the sense that like I don't mind. Like Kate G for 10106. 2 3/4 yards, number 9970. But it's like it's not my family. It's like going and doing events with their family. It's your family, not mine. 9970. It's not my family. Like, it's your in-laws. That's different. It's your in-laws' extended family. I like your in-laws. But it's your in-laws' extended family. Sherry Smith for 9970. 2.5 yards, number 9969. And it's like, we're not going to go do the traditional family breakfast with them. This would be weird. Or whatever it is they do, you know?
They don't do that.
9969 is like, oh, it's 4th of July. We're going to go, like, you know, eat marshmallows under the bridge. Like,
Are they
9969, Eagle's Wing. You're telling me there isn't some of that stuff that happens?
No.
You lie. You lie.
No, we have burgers.
4.5 yards, number 9794. Check this one. 9794. 4.5 yards?
Yeah.
I'm a man of creature comfort. I really am.
9794.
Mindy Hicks.
I like consistency.
Mindy Hicks. There you go. I like consistency. 6.5 yards, number 9772.
You're
9772.
gonna be that old guy that like will not change absolutely
9772.
anything about his life.
At one point, probably.
9772. Kate G.
I'm turning that now.
3 yards. 3 yards, number 6094.
They bought me a different kind of
6094.
deodorant. Same brand with different
6094.
flavor.
Nuh-uh.
I'm
Can't
like,
do that.
Flavor.
Like, take it back. She said, what are you talking about? It works the same. I'm like, no, it doesn't. She's like, have you ever tried this one? I'm like, no. I have the one that I like, and I like what I like.
6094. 6094.
I said what I said. I meant what I said.
So, there's that dynamic of it too. That's
6094.
odd.
You don't have that.
60. Oh, I'm sure I'm telling you the wrong number. Number 9793. 9793. 4.5 yards. 9793. Mark that out on that side. 4 yards. Number 9791. If my in-laws were going to Idaho and we were going there to spend 4th of July with them, and I
And you
invited
invited me.
you would
I
want to
thought
go?
I'd go because you'll be there.
No. Don't even. You
I
don't even
would-
want to come over when my father-in-law comes over to dinner.
No.
Don't
no,
even.
No.
Number
You
9791.
specifically-
Leanne
Guys,
got you
here's
down.
the truth.
You're like, who invited him? I'm
No.
like, it's my house.
No. You specifically
7.5
asked-
yards, number 9819.
asked all of us
9819.
I
that
feel awkward with
Sunday dinner was just our family. You specifically said that.
9819.
And just because we moved the location of Sunday dinner to your house, I didn't think changed that principle.
Wow. 8.25 yards, number 9831. 9831. It wasn't Sunday dinner. It was a Monday.
No, it was Sunday dinner.
It was a Monday.
It was Sunday.
9831.
It's awkward.
For Karen.
I wouldn't have been there if it was a Monday. We go to the Phelps. on
8.5.
Mondays.
It was before that. 8.5 yards, number
I
9834.
don't like the entertainment side of it.
9834.
Yes.
I don't do that though. Like
What do you mean?
No, if you have people over, you can't just like hang out. with the
9834
family.
for Karen. It depends on who you invite. Carlos just does his thing.
Yeah, Carlos is fine.
4.5 yards, number
It's the
9804.
principle. It's the principle of
9804
you
going.
asked us not to invite anybody, and then you invited somebody.
No. 9804.
Children.
9804.
He's an old soul. Yeah, that's me. I like things.
9804.
You want to hear something crazy? Because this is me.
1.25 yards, number 1010-7.
I found a pair of socks I really like. I really like these
10,
socks.
10, 7.
I found this pair of socks.
7.
The only place I've ever found them is at Fred Meyer's in Alaska.
So you just stock up when you're there?
Every time.
10, 10,
I
7.
don't change. I always tell Cheyenne, hey, I gotta go get some socks.
3/4 yard.
Bridget.
Dude, what are the socks, man? I bet you're holding that on me.
10107.
They're the ones that the Boy Scouts use.
Number 10160, 3/4 of a yard.
bottom's gray. They're awesome.
10160.
You wouldn't like them. They're too thick for you.
He knows because he's stolen so many of your socks. He knows
No,
what you
Brody
like.
likes to wear like church socks.
Number 10160.
Or ankle socks. That's all Brody likes to wear.
Helen Petticord.
1.5 yards, number 10110. Excuse me, 10109. 1.5 yards. 10109. 10109.
Or they also have the fluffy
I'm
golden
just
toes
saying.
there. Also like that.
But I'm
brand.
I bought a thing of socks just the other day, like 2 big packs of them, like the 20 packs, and put them on. They were so uncomfortable. I just
From Wayne.
donated them all. Yeah.
No, they sell the
10109.
golden toes there, but they're different than the ones you get online. They're awesome too.
Houses come to the coast of North Carolina. There's big enough Airbnbs. We have a charter boat that the USCG certified and big enough to take the family out and view the fireworks over the Manteo Bay.
Baseball quilter for the 10109.
Allison, that's your boat? Pause
We
the show.
have a charter boat. It says we have. We have as in like the state, or we have.
That's
as
what I
in,
mean. Like, it's your boat or like 1.5 yards, number 101.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
8.
it's our
Oh, yeah, Allison. Why are we even talking about anything else? North Carolina it is. Number 10108.
Idaho or Carolina?
No, here,
Eagles wing got you down.
I have to go to Idaho.
2.25 yards. See, now this is an obligation you're trying to bring us
No,
into.
no, it's not.
Number-
I'm going to Idaho. I do enjoy it.
Number 10, 11, 4.
I
That's
enjoy
not what I
it
heard.
there. I have a great time.
10, 11,
That's fine.
4. 10,
I'm just
11, 4.
saying.
I'm not against it, Remy. If it was Phoenix, I'd be there.
Sherry Smith, Phoenix.
I mean, that close. But like, that's too much for
why don't
a
we do
quick
it in
trip.
English?
2.25 yards,
There-
number 10, 11,
There
3.
is no we doing this trip. 10113.
Oh.
10,
done that.
11, 3.
Oh
Oh.
no, 10, 11, 3.
10,
It says
11, 3.
2.25 yard.
Yeah, it's this one. Somebody must have put in the wrong
Oh,
number.
okay.
10, 11, 3. Going to Shauna. Next,
Did you hear
8.25
that?
yards.
There is no we.
Number 9770.
No, that is not what I
Ah, I see.
I see.
No, that's not what I said.
9770.
No, actually, that's verbatim. what you
My
just
husband and I have a charter boat. He is the captain.
Dude, Allison, that's what I'm talking about.
she said you
I was
could fit
there
the whole
yesterday.
family?
Why didn't you tell me? 9770
We didn't have
for
time.
Eagles wing. Like we had time, right? 8.5 yards, number 9768. 9768. I would actually really like to go and spend a little time in the Carolinas.
Apparently it's beautiful.
The beaches are supposed to be beautiful.
They're on fire right now, so
That is true.
Go there.
It's the
One of the people we were working with there was like, "Oh yeah, Carolina's a beautiful place," and I was like, "Isn't there a fire going on?"
9768
She's like, "Oh yeah, it's my
for
backyard
KG.
right now."
like, oh,
Yo,
9.75 yards, number 10875. So apparently we were at there yesterday, and Brian, the owner, said that they canceled school because of high winds. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, they're supposed to have like 50-mile-an-hour winds. Number
get that all the
1087. That's what I said. He's like, Bluebird school buses, like the ones that the entire country uses, any winds over 35 miles an hour, they're not supposed to
no, 30 miles an hour
consistent
up.
winds.
He said up in the mountains. He like
So they cancel schools because it's supposed to.
It-
Apparently,
it-
the
it
buses
can
aren't
hold
rated for higher wind than that. I'm like, dude, we have freaking hurricanes here, and those
Right.
buses are just
No
down the
rain.
road.
Rainless hurricanes.
10875 right here. 10875.
Did you see the fire up on Ann?
The
We
house?
were gone, but I saw it on Facebook.
They were
It's that-
building it.
That giant custom
Wasn't even
house on
finished.
Ann and
6.5 yards, number 9771. I think it's one. 9771,
That's gonna be a
Egan
nasty bar,
Crest.
too.
that huge,
I saw it.
brand new custom
What
house
makes
on
you think
Ann that
that's
they were
a one?
halfway through building.
That's a
burned
four.
down.
wrong wiring. We all know it's gotta be
Like-
wrong wiring.
Wait. 10, 9, 7,
I feel whoever's the,
1 second.
Hang on, guys. Hold on.
General contractor on that one. That one sucks.
10975 went to Rita.
Yep.
This,
is
is
10
No, this is
9,
9774.
774.
6.5. Yeah.
Was still suck.
9774 for this one, guys. 6.5 yards, number 9783. 9783.
Yeah, we get a lot of wind. Michelle Harris for the 9774.
Allison said it's the bridges. It is dangerous for the buses. I didn't know you guys have bridges there. 9783. I love bridges. 97.83 going to Eagles Wing.
So weird.
I really
The
do.
bridges?
I talked about a bridge this morning, didn't I?
You talked about the bridge when we were going
7
to the
3/4,
airport.
number 97.81. They had a really cool bridge.
In the
97.81.
airport, they had a fully covered.
They had a fully covered canopy with a bridge with a road underneath it. It was cool. 97.81. Would you call these Civil War colors?
That one is, yeah.
This one is.
That's a
97.81. It's a T-dye, yeah. 1.5 yards, number 10110. 10110. 10110. It's even like this, like somebody said Texas. Like in 12 hours, I could get a quick Allegiant flight to
Brody,
Texas and go and spend a couple days in Texas.
I know we're not talking about Texas. I have
That's how
invited
close
you
it
to
is.
come on a trip with me.
But you haven't.
I have.
You've invited me to commiserate with you.
No.
Kristen for the 10110. This is 10105.
$7 per yard, everybody.
10105, yard and a half. 10105.
You gotta take what's left on the bolt.
2.25 yards. Number 9959. 9959.
No, I invited you.
9959.
I invited all of
I'm
you.
having him grab a couple more.
2.25 yards. Number 9959. 9959. Going to Michelle. This is 2 3/4 yards. Number 9960.
Michelle Harris for
9960.
9959.
If you love bridges, go to Hampton, Virginia, and go to the Norfolk and go under the water. Great tunnel to go through. Oh, cool.
Vicky Borland for 9960.
I don't know what it is about it. 3 yards, number 11051. 3 yards, 11051. I don't know what it is about it. I just like bridges.
I find that kind of odd.
Why?
But I really like lanterns. So
11051.
that's
Like bridges fascinate me. Eagle's Wing.
okay. Lanterns fascinate me. Like floating lanterns? What's up with that?
11020.
Hot
2
air
3/4
balloons?
yards. 11020. 2 3/4 yards. Shate paso uno.
11051.
11020.
Equals wing for the 11051.
Kate for the 11020.
020.
3 yards, number 10921.
All
10921.
the sub boxes going out right now.
You guys hear that? There's all your subscriptions going out.
So before you text me today.
10921. All the appliques, all the color clubs are going out the door right now. That's what you're hearing.
Those are just color.
10921.
The application up, but yes.
10921. Next, 2 3/4 yards, number 10851. Make sure it's the one for the class, Tango. Number 10851. 10851. I also, too, the Redwoods. I'd love to go to the Redwoods. Number
I would too. That's on my
10851.
bucket list. 10851 for Eagles Wing.
Yep.
That's not what I.
Sully says you could drive to San
Invited you
Francisco
to.
to see the bridge, and it's only 8.5 hours from Vegas. 2 3/4 yards, number 10868. I'll ask Lady. If Lady wants to go, I'll go. 10868. I'll go. 10868.
I mean,
3 yards, number
is that the
11
only option you give me there?
186. 11 186. 3 yards, 11
We
186.
can go, or we can stay home.
Eagles Wing. Eagles Wing for the 10868.
11 186. 11 186.
That's how Cheyenne is.
186.
Eeyore style.
Well,
11
you could
186.
Be at work alone, or you could come home.
4
with
yards,
me.
number 9559.
Like Cheyenne, it's 10 a.m. I just got to work.
9559. 9559. You hear- The funniest is when lady, it's like 9 o'clock. Lady's like, well, what time are you gonna be home today? I'm like, dude, it's 9 a.m. Like I'm just barely getting started. 9559. 2 3/4 yards. Number 11207.
I only text Carter that if I'm home,
11207.
and
11207.
I only text him after 11207.
Is that
after the
2
time
3/4
he's
yards?
supposed to normally be home? 2 3/4?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be the only time that I
Going to
would text him.
Sandy. 4 3/4 yards, number 9826. Lady used to call me 9826 every day when I left work. Like right before I left work. What time
I
are you gonna
never
be home?
do that.
What time are you gonna be home? I'm like, the same time I'm always home, between like 5 and 6. I don't know exactly know.
Yeah, I
Like,
never
okay.
do that.
I'm like, dinner's at 6:30. Like, why does it make a difference if I'm home at 5 or if I'm home at 6?
Sherry
9826.
Smith for 9826.
This sounds terrible. Okay, so don't
3
go
and
offended,
3/4 yards, number 9800.
guys. My wife would do that.
9800.
I would ask her like, "Well, is dinner ready?"
That's messed
You
up.
know, and she'd be like, "What?" I'm like, "You want me home for dinner?"
$9,800.
Dinner ready? She's like, no. I was like, what time is dinner gonna be ready?
6:30.
6:30.
All right.
Okay, I'll make sure.
Are we
I'll
home for
be
dinner?
there.
6 1/4 yards, number 98.
Shelly Terry for the
65.
9800.
And then she was like, okay, dinner will be ready at
Tracy
5.
says because the kids are making them crazy. That's probably the truth, right, Tracy?
Very
No,
true.
I got
True.
a lot of love for that. Number 9865 right here.
But then she's like, okay, I'm gonna make dinner at 5. I was like, okay, but if I get there
It's
and it's not ready,
9865.
you know, I gotta get my headspace right. Like coming off work, sit down with the family, have dinner.
I get it.
There's
1 yard.
1 1/4 yard, number 11191. 11191. Yeah, mine with Lady is always funny because Kristen got you down for the
And Ken
11191.
Watson for the 9865.
2 3/4 yards, number 11044. 11044. It used to be like every single night. I mean, like, it's hard for me to say what time I'm going to get home because I can be walking out. Every time I go to leave, it's like somebody needs something happens.
You know what solved it for me 100%?
11044.
Not 100%, but pretty close to 100%.
Rebecca, you got it. What?
Is
2 3/4 yards, number 11122.
Cheyenne's responsible for date night?
11122. And what?
Well, 100% responsible. Anytime, any day.
11122.
Just notify me and I'll be there. Because I think it's also just the looking forward to.
Sure.
Something.
11122. Next. This one right here is 6 yards, number 11162. 11162. Number 11162.
Pam Yan for the 11122.
11162 right here. 11162. Next, 2 3/4 yards, number 11121.
Yes,
11121.
Date night's tomorrow.
11121. You going to Idaho?
No. I'm going to.
Why you gotta be like this?
Friends making friends with somebody.
Oh,
And
they
so
invited you guys to
they invited us
dinner.
out to go out with them.
Oh, really? That's
Okay.
nice.
A new couple
cool.
in the
2 3/4 yards, number 11118. Frankie and
Lane.
Lane. That's cool. 2 3/4 yards, number 11118.
Vicky Borland got
1111
the 11121.
8.
And
Eagles
Eagles
wing.
wing for the
What time we going?
11118.
You want to come?
2 3/4 yards, number 11199. 11199. Where you guys going?
I don't know. I'm not in charge of date night.
11199.
Cheyenne's you for me.
11199.
Cindy Chris got you down.
5.5 yards, number 11504.
Who said Irene was asking about that?
11504.
Like I walked up to the counter to go to get on the plane,
Going to Karen Little.
and you know, they're like, where are you headed?
6.5 yards, number
And I
11485.
was like, the Carolinas. I don't know which one. we're going to.
11485.
Yeah, but where's your layover? Like, dude, I don't know.
11485.
Someone else booked this for me and told me to get on the plane. So, like, that's what I'm doing.
6.5 yards.
My brother gave me my ticket and told me
For
to
Eagles
walk
wing.
straight here.
But
Talk to strangers. 7.5 yards, number 11489.
I told Lewis and Irene, I was like, I don't think about the car. I don't think about where I'm staying. I don't think
7.5
about
yards,
anything.
number 11489.
I show up. That's it.
Just show up and complain about it all.
Yes.
Number
No, you did the
11489.
job.
Go
this
to
time.
Tracy.
For
Macy.
Tracy.
This time was great. It was
The
exactly
Idaho
perfect.
complainer, apparently.
7 3/4, number 11474. 11474.
No, Brett did great. Had the right hotel. Car was
By
in
right,
freeze.
he means what he wants. So by he doesn't think about
Great.
anything, he just dictates everywhere he wants to stay.
No,
11474. Jacobs refused to stay
I'm
anywhere but a
just-
Marriott now.
I'm tired of staying in a hotel where the
6 3/4 yards, number 11512. Have I ever
floor
booked
pan
you a
in the
bad
shower.
hotel?
No.
I'm tired of staying in a place where the
11512.
floor pan shower has rust on it.
My room,
I
my
can't
room at
do
the
that
Marriott
anymore.
this time was not as nice as the Holiday Inn.
Was it the same room that we had?
Yeah, it was a
great.
king bed, which was hilarious, by the way.
Eagles wing for the 11512.
11512.
Did you guys have to share a bed?
No, Mom originally wasn't going to come.
Right.
Eagles wing for 11512. This right here is 11411. It's 9.5 yards. 11411. So I get there and I'm like, hey, do you have like a pull-out bed, or can you upgrade us to a suite and that has like a couch that pulls out or whatever? And he's like, we don't have any of those here because it's Marriott and they don't do that.
Yeah.
Right? Holiday Inn
Yeah.
does, but
Oh,
11411 for
I have
Ashley
3
Hood.
extra strangers. I need to stay in my room with me.
Next.
Marriott doesn't do that.
9 1/4, number 11412. And so I'm okay, well, I said, we'll check out the room. They might have like a little couch in there, whatever, no big deal. So we go over there and it's not. It's a small room. There's not even a room for like somebody to sleep on the floor. Number 11412, going to Kate G for Tianco to sleep on the floor. I'm like, I'm not going to do that to him. We have a long, like, 2 days. 7.5 yards, number 11481. It's like, okay, I'll get another room. So I walk out and I tell the guy, hey, I need another room. Can you just book me another room? He's like, yeah, sure, no problem. Which, another funny story along with that. You guys want to hear it? Number 11481.
Right.
It's hilarious.
Yes, I do, but I want you to finish the story first.
11:41. So I'm getting there, and
Tracy Macy.
he gets me the key card,
That one's gone.
and okay, and so I walk back in with mom and Tiankum. 5.5 yards, number 11,483. I said, okay, I got another room. Who wants to stay in it? And everybody's kind of like, we don't care. It's late. Like, it makes no difference.
Mom's going to get up early. Brody said he was going to work out in the morning. I was like, I'll go.
11:43.
Right?
So and I said to him, I was like, you know what? It's late. I'm probably not going to work out. It's going to be when I wake up tomorrow morning. Like, we have to get up early. 11,483. And so he's like, okay, whatever. And he's like, oh, no, you're saying that because you booked a king bed for yourself, right? I'm like, no. Like I said, give me another room. That's it. He's like, whatever.
For the 11,483.
Not that makes a difference between a queen and a king when you're by yourself, right? 5.25 yards, number 11,462. Anyways, so I go and I walk into the room. Tiango was like, I walk into the room, open the door. It's a king bed, like a king suite. I'm like, wow.
Go to Shelly Terry.
Terry for the 11,462. This right here is 4.5 yards, number 11,461. 11,461. Anyways,
I know what you're gonna
so the
say.
funny story is hilarious. We've flown all day.
We're
tired.
It's 1
it
in
was
the morning.
2 in the morning. 11,462. This was not last night. The night before. 11,462.
Just had Waffle House.
So I walk out and I go up to the front desk and I'm like, I have my key card for the room that we had just booked in my hand. 11,461 is going to Michelle. It's hilarious. 7 yards, number 11,469. So I say to the guy, I'm like, I need another room. He's like, okay. And he's like, do you want to just use the same card? And I'm like, cool. Yeah, that'd be super cool. Cool.
You only have one key card.
So I'm like, yeah. And he's like, okay. And then he gets out key cards and he starts swiping them. And he meant my credit card that I'd used for the other room.
Oh.
And I started laughing. I'm like, dude, I thought you meant this same mag card for the other room. And I was like, dude, I've had a long day. And he started laughing. He's like, it's that, I can tell. 7 yards from 11,469 is that last one. Next up, it was hilarious. I was busted out laughing. 9.5 yards, number 11,437. 11,437. I'm like, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. He's like, yeah. 11,437.
Didn't know you could charge
I'm like, that's
my
cool.
card.
11,437. Well, I have a Marriott account, so it's already on my profile. 11,437.
I like Marriott because they're consistent.
I'll say where I don't. So my room, I don't think was any nicer than a Holiday Inn. Like the bathroom wasn't as nice.
The whole experience is
6 yards, number 11,453.
nicer.
There's no breakfast.
Correct.
That's not fun.
11,453. There's no breakfast.
The overall experience is so much better.
6 yards,
When
11,453.
you walk in and you stand at the front
Run Eagles
desk
Wing.
for 25 minutes,
That's-
dinging the little doorbell thing,
Yeah.
and nobody comes up. Those are
6
places
3/4
where I like to
yards,
stay.
number 11,472.
As opposed
6
to
3/4 yards, 11,472.
As opposed to the Marriott, we walked in and the guy was like, "Are you the Tippets?" Like, he
11,472.
looked at his
Eagles
his
wing.
roster of like who was supposed to be there. Oh, it looks like you're
8
4
3/4
He's a
yards.
stalker.
Number 11,433.
And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, let me get in." We were in our room within 5 minutes.
Karen says Marriott didn't have breakfast. They never have breakfast. Or if they do, it's like $40 for some
They don't have
mediocre
continental
breakfast. This is going to Eagles Wing.
Making it not the same price.
Next, 6.5 yards, number 11,457. 11,457.
Anyways, I
11,457.
just like that their standards are a little bit higher because there's lots of times where there's rust on the
Mine had that.
whatever.
I
and
think you're
I did.
just
Mine had that.
I did. I tried.
petty.
5 3/4 yards, number
Come
11,444.
on, I could have told you that.
11,444. The bathroom didn't have any kind of a counter in it.
What do you mean?
Like,
Where's that a counter?
it had your outside counter, but like inside the bathroom, there wasn't somewhere to like set your clothes on. You're getting in the shower. Not in mine. Number
I don't know where
11,444.
you stayed. 'Cause that's not where I stayed.
11,444.
There's a place
Yep.
to put everything. It was
So you had
nice.
your like sink with the mirror,
Yeah.
Susan
then you walked into the
Griffith
bathroom
for
door.
11,474.
and there was a toilet, and there was a shower.
The toilet, a rack above the toilet.
There wasn't that
Donna
in mine.
Waldron for 744 or 11,444.
I don't know what to tell you
6
on
and a quarter, number 11,468. 11,468. $7 a yard. Must take the whole bolt, guys. Number 11,468. 6 and a quarter yards.
that. I don't know what to tell you on that. That was not
Should have left
realistic.
your clothes on the king size.
Right, Shelly? This is going to Marge Abel. Next up, 9.5 yards. Number 11,414.
And Brody didn't know that
11,414.
Marriott gives 3 different stiffnesses of pillows on their bed.
I didn't know. That was nice. 9.5 yards. Number
You know what
11,414.
hotel I love?
Eagles Wing.
The one that's connected to Scrap Apple.
Next, that's a Wyndham. I like Wyndhams.
I like that one a
Wyndham
lot.
by.
Wyndham.
Wyndham.
No, I'm pretty sure that Marriott.
Eagles
They're
Wing
not.
for the 11,414.
They also have the double trees and everything like that. Those are all Wyndhams. 7 3/4 yards, number 9797. This has, number 9797. 9797. Scratch the middle number on this, take them out. Next, 9 yards, number 11427. 11427.
So we just had a
Wait a minute, don't say everything.
truck pull up.
11427.
Part way. I was like, hey, like, can you swing in the back real quick? He's like, he looks at me, he's like, nope.
You say, bring another truck?
Dude, you gotta back it in. Like, he's like, no, just run up the ramp right there. I was like,
No.
dude, we got 12 pallets right there.
6
like,
1/4 yards, number
You run it up.
11458.
no shot, sorry.
That's what I keep telling them.
11458.
You run it up.
He
It's
was like-
1,600 pounds. You run it up.
I can't, dude. I was like,
Send another
sorry.
truck.
Like, it was a 30-foot truck.
Plenty of space. Number 11458.
So where you going?
11458.
He's like, well, that's fine. I'll bring it back then.
Going to Lorna. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
No sweat
6
off my
1/2
back.
yards, number 11451. 11451.
No sweat off my
Number
back.
11451. The next time one of the big trucks pulls in, we just need to take a picture of it and laminate it and print it. And be like, here's a 54-foot truck, like in our bay.
Next time Jerky Dave whips in
Yep,
here,
11451.
I'm gonna record him doing it because he does it in one try.
11451.
He's
He's a real driver. 9 1/4 yards, number 11426. 11426.
He whips it in there.
11426 right here. 9 1/4 yards, number 11426. Next up, 6 1/4 yards, number 11446. 11446. 11446. He stays at Hilton's mostly for points. The company pays for the
Hilton's good
room, but he
too.
gets the points.
Hilton's
Hilton,
good too. I don't have a problem with the Hilton.
number
Tony asked for
11446.
11451.
It's
It's
the same.
damaged.
It's the same thing for me.
So that you can show everyone.
Oops.
It's got a damage mark on it.
It's got a damage mark in it, so we're gonna take off a half a yard of this one. So it's 6 1/2 yards. Number 11
Oh,
5
and the next one does.
11. 11 5 11.
Wow.
What's the deal with that? 11 5
On
11.
the bottom of the pallet.
That could be. 11 5 11. Going to Karen Little, change the yardage on that.
This one's damaged too.
This one, same thing, guys. Taking a half yard off of this one as well. This one is 4 1/2 yards, number 11 5 10. 11 5 10. Every once in a while, you'll get something like that on a bolt. 11 5 10
No,
for that one.
I just feel like there are so many hotels out there that are. You stay at them for name brand sake,
3 yard, number 9985.
and it's like
9985.
Holiday Inn. So Holiday Inn suites are normally pretty good. Holiday Inn Express is like a 50-50, and Holiday Inn, you just never know.
9985. 9985 for Kate.
I've never had a bad Marriott. Never
7
had a bad
3/4
Hilton.
yards, number 9833.
I've had a bad Regency once. I've had that
That's
happen,
Hilton. 98
which is a Hilton,
9833.
but it was at a huge convention center that was.
That's the thing too, is I feel like the Hiltons that are like the Hiltons that I feel like if you're going to a convention, you're staying at a Hilton.
Yeah.
And they're too. I don't
They're
know.
a little frou-frou.
Yeah, I don't know. This right here is 750 yards.
7.52.
7.5 yards, number 9830. 9830. 9830.
Yeah,
Number
I don't know.
9830.
I don't know. Also, if it doesn't have a brand name associated to it, don't go.
9830.
Puffin.
See, I'm just not petty like that.
If it's
9830.
Donkey Inn
if
and
it
Corral,
looks clean and it doesn't smell weird.
8
like,
1/4 yards, number 9113.
you can't see that in
9113.
the pictures though.
you
Number
can see that it looks
9113.
clean. Ken Watson for the 9830.
9113. Norm says, I agree, we can't pass the freedoms. No, I'm totally about that. Like, if you're getting perks for one of those places, great.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Wait.
heck yeah.
Free makes things better.
For real. I don't care if it's a Marriott or a
That was
Holiday Inn or a La
977.
Quinta or whatever. Number 11177, 1 yard. 11177. Yeah.
Well, but if I had the choice of a Hilton, a Marriott, Holiday Inn, or
Kristen for 11.
a Hyatt,
7.
all
Kristen.
connected to the same convention center, I would choose the Marriott. I like
Hyatt's too. I feel like I like Hyatt's better than
Hyatt's a
Hilton's
50-50 for
or
I don't think I've been
Marriott's.
to Hyatt.
Hyatt's are 50.
1 3/4 yards, number 11400.
The only
11400.
reason why I'm not a fan of Hyatt's is because most of them are connected to convention centers,
11400.
and like just due to sheer traffic, they get
Sure.
just wrecked.
2 1/2 yards, number 9972. 9972.
Huh?
9972.
I don't know what that gesture was.
Did you call a 11400?
Yeah.
Can you grab that, please, Jacob?
That's like the last one we did.
1400
9972.
00.
140?
It's 11400.
It's not on here.
It's 1 3/4 yards.
Hang on.
1140. Oh, it's might be. Yeah, it's 11400. 1.5 yards. I'll put it aside. Just mark it
Number
down.
9972. All right, next.
I went to Kristen. How much was
5
it?
3/4 yards,
11
number
3/4
11515.
A yard and 3/4 red solid.
11515. This is Renee Neneman. Number 11515. Going to Becky E. Next, we've got 6.5 yards, number 11514. 11514. 11514, right here, 11514. My husband's had the hiccups for like 3 days back and forth to the VA. He lost like 7 pounds.
That happened to
That happened to Zach one time.
It's called a cute hiccup.
11514 for Sherry.
They had to like.
They ended up sticking like a gigantic Q-tip all the way up his nose to like reset some dingling in the back of his like nose. 3 1/4 yards, number 10499. 10499. 10499. Next, 3 3/4 yards, number
Baseball
10010.
quilter for 10499.
10010. 10010. 5 yards, number 11506.
Shelly Terry for 10010. Why do you call him like that?
11506 for what?
I don't need to say the
Spanish.
number.
You want to say the number and say what? 11,499.
Now why don't you say 11499?
I can. 5 3/4 yards, number 11499.
No.
114.99.
Molly Fisher for 11506.
11499. All right, I'll call them that way for you. 5 3/4 yards, number 11467. Now what?
This is much easier.
I
to
11467.
I prefer it the other way.
11467.
Yeah, Sarah, that happened
I
to
bet.
Zach when we were
6.5
teenagers.
yards, number
When I was a teenager.
11466.
He was an adult.
11466. 11466.
Super pretty ones here.
6.5 yards, number 11464. 11464. 11464. 6.5 yards, number 11450.
Yeah, Tracy, you tell him to clean out those pots and pans.
11450. 6.5 yards, 11450. There we go. What day is it? Say Thursday? It's Wednesday, right?
Wednesday.
They're here a weird day.
Tomorrow.
Who?
The landscapers? They're here on Thursdays. 9 1/4 yards, number
Poor
11425.
Zach. He was fine. He was like 28.
11425.
I don't know how old he was. I was a teenager, so.
9 3/4 yards, number 11432. 11432. Number 11432. 11432. Next, 6 1/4 yards, number 11449. 11449. 11449. Double I. ZZZ.
Dude,
Next.
Where's my thing in
Okay,
here?
6
Eagles
1/4
wing,
yards.
11449.
Pause for a second.
So we've
I
shown
just
a
did those
lot.
two.
Yeah. So we've shown a lot of kind of one color version.
Yep.
So I had Carter go ahead and grab a different kind of colorway.
Hang
all
tight.
kind of bright colors.
Bright colors up next.
And we're gonna hustle on these ones because we are casting a lot of time
Christopher
that we
for
gave for this.
11467.
Or what?
Go for it. So you'll
Okay.
see that they'll all be very bright.
5.5 yards, number 10028. 5.5 yards, 10028.
Bright or brighter than our last.
3.5 yards, number 10101.
Christopher Tooley.
That can't be easier than 10-10-1. 10101.
Same price, $7 per yard. You gotta take everything that's left on the bolts.
Wrong side. Sorry.
This is 6 yards, 10080.
Cindy Chris for a 10101.
10080. $7 a yard, guys. Must take the whole bolt.
Kate G for 10080.
3 yards. 10030. 10030. Right there. These are all backwards. Yeah. Next, 4 3/4 yards. 10103.
Donna Fletcher for 10030.
E-I-E-I-O. 10103. For Karen Little.
Yeah.
Next,
So,
this is 3 3/4 yards. Number 10013.
0013. There's a girl that I knew while I was on my mission. She was young. She was like 16 when I knew her. 10013 going to Helen Petticourt.
5 1/4 yards. Number 10057.
She just got out into the mission field. in
10057.
Ireland.
Oh, cool.
3
3/4 yards. Number 10084.
10057 for Eagles Wing. She just left the England MTC and went to her Ireland mission.
Ireland mission. 10084.
She was like, it's so different from the MTC.
Right. 5 1/4 yards. Number 10123. I have a kid that I taught seminary to a couple years ago. That's out on a mission. He was like the troublemaking kid of the class that kind of like turned things around.
Good job. Good for
Number
him.
10123. Anyways, he's at the MTC. It's kind of like
It's the missionary training
Missionary
center.
training center is what we call it in our church. They go there 3 square miles a day. It's like a summer camp.
They're
5 yards. They're
"Let's
studying.
roleplay
They're
what you could be
studying.
talking
They're
about."
teaching. They're learning languages. Whatever. 10063. Anyways, 10063.
Oh no, Kristen.
He sends an email and he's like, this place kind of feels like a prison. Like we're just like here studying all day. 2 3/4 yards are 10014.
Christopher for 10063.
So I email him back and I'm like, yeah, dude, it can feel like kind of claustrophobic at times, but wait till you get out the mission field, it'll be a lot better.
Kristen for 10014.
And his response to me was, he's like, yeah, I know that if Jesus died for, all the hard things, that included this or something like that. And I'm like, dude, you're getting fed 3 meals a day. It was so funny. He's like, I know I can overcome this too, or something like that. I'm like, 10014. I'm like, you got some things to learn, kid. 4 yards or 10064. It was funny.
You don't have parasites?
10064. It was funny. He's going to Michigan. 10064.
When was the last time you thought, this might kill me?
5 1/4 yards, 10017.
I was thinking about that actually just the other day.
10017.
How long has it been?
So I feel like I was going to die?
Yeah, like, that was close.
10017. It's been a
Not
while.
since my mission.
2 3/4 yards, number 10032.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Like, I fell off the wall, but I didn't have, like, this is it for me. I'm like, that.
Sure.
That
You
sucks.
weren't high enough that it was like, oh, that could have been.
I knew that if I fell.
Donna
actually, I
Waldron
did
for the
fall.
10017.
10032 for Tamara.
That broken hip was.
10016,
Highest.
5 1/4 yards. But even then.
But,
Tamara
not
for
death.
the 10032.
10016. Tamara, did you think of on your mission? Oh, yeah. Multiple times.
On my mission?
Yeah. Heck yeah. 3 3/4 yards, number 10019.
I was told I was going to die. Like, by doctors.
10019.
Marge Abel for 10016.
3 3/4 yards, number 10020.
Pat Boo for 10019.
10020.
I had some pretty gnarly parasites.
5 yards, 10058.
I thought that day I was going to die.
10058.
Like, yeah, if this isn't taken care of, like, you'll die. Like, oh.
5 1/4 yards, number 10015.
How do you take care of it? Well, there's not really a good cure for it. Like,
We both went on our missions to Argentina. 10015. 5 1/4 yards, number 10038.
Tamara Guckert for 10015.
I'm just saying, like, in society, when was the last time you're like, that was close enough,
That
and that could have been it?
Paula
No.
McKean for 10058.
4 3/4 yards, number
It's been a minute
10031.
for me. It's been a minute.
Kirby, there was
No,
somebody above you.
almost death car crash.
10031.
Nothing like that.
Trying to think, I feel like I had a scare like that.
I just got that with my daughter.
5 yards, 10122.
But I was
like a week ago, someone pulled into my lane at a high speed.
Jenny D for
Enough that it got my heart pumping, I had to slam on the brakes, swerve the whole bit. 10122.
I know, but you thought.
No.
That's it.
3 yards, 10029.
Somebody pulled my lane coming down here. I didn't think, oh, shoots.
10029. Now it's been a minute.
You know, you don't get the the little, what's that?
5 yards, number 10120.
What's that song?
Nobody knows what you're saying.
5 yards,
The
10120.
morgue song.
10029.
It's got to me. Give me a second.
10120.
I just
Down to the last handful, guys.
That's what's left.
Here we go.
10122 for Kirby.
2 3/4 yards, number 10005.
Bum 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 bum. You know, like.
3 3/4 yards, number 10050.
No, I haven't had one in a long time.
Kristen for the 10005.
I almost fell. The only one that I can think of in recent time
3 3/4 yards, number 10036.
is I had a little crash when I was running after my kids,
10036.
and there was a piece of rebar over there that if it was just a few feet, if I
Sure.
was over a little bit, like that would have hurt. But life-threatening, probably not.
It's been a while. 3 yards, number 10006.
Yeah, just thinking about that.
Jenny D for the 10036.
10006.
Off the pallet rack, but again, not to the point of like, this is it.
Next, this
Becky
is
E for the 10006.
3 1/4 yards, 10044.
I went launching onto a- It
10044.
wasn't that long ago. It was maybe 6 months ago, 8 months ago.
3 yards, number 10047. 10047.
Rack and went launching for the
10047.
50 pallets below me.
2 3/4 yards, number 10046.
10044 for KG. 10047 for Steve and Norma.
3 3/4 yards, number 10008.
10046 for Steve and Norma.
10008.
Another one of those. When was the last time you slipped? Like hard.
8 3/4 yards, 8.5 yards, number 10320.
10008
face plant
for
status.
Shelly Terry.
Like 6 or 7 years ago.
It's been a minute, right?
10320.
Been a minute.
Oh, that's not true. I ate at my one wheel like a month ago.
Oh, good.
Remember? Yeah. 3 yards, 10042. That was like it wasn't a face plant, but it was like as close as you can get to where your face touches the ground, but you didn't hit it.
Last time I
10042.
It's been a couple years. Was
Karen Little.
10042 for Karen Little.
on my electric longboard. That was the last time I ate it.
3 yards, number. What number is that, Remy? 9636. 9636. 9636.
3 yards?
Yep. 4 yards, number
The price is still-
9799. 9799.
Prices are on them.
Number 9799. Next is 9646. 1 1/4 yards. 9646.
There's 30 left.
3 yards, number 9639.
97.99 for Jenny D.
9639. 9639. 1 1/4 yards, number 9625. 9625. 9625. 3 1/4 yards, number 9622.
9639 going to KG.
9622.
9639. There we go.
3 1/4, 9650. 9650. Guys, if you're just joining us, this is our daily live show for the month of March, our birthday bonanza.
9625 for Maya Quilts.
8 yards and change, number 10351. 10351.
9636 for Rob Lowry.
8 3/4 yards, number 10348. 8 3/4 yards, 10348.
9622 for KG.
4 1/4 yards, number 10061.
10351 for Paula McKean.
10061. Next, 5 1/2 yards, number 10051. 10051. 5 1/4 yards, number 10039. 10039.
10061 for Irene Drever.
3 1/2 yards, 10035.
Did you try to say I mean?
3 yards, 10043.
10051 for Jenny D.
10043.
Set up the interviews for Friday.
Yeah, they're already set up.
All of them? How many are you actually booking?
Like 100.
10035 for Kristen Jazeski.
4 yards, number 10033.
Are
I
you
shut
just-
off the ad.
Are you
10033.
I mean, then pop on screen like yes, no.
4 3/4 yards, number 10062. 10062.
10043 for Rob Lowry.
2 3/4 yards, number 10337.
10333 for
10337.
Shelley Terry.
8 1/4 yards, 10347.
I like the one applicant that sent in the video.
10347. There's a few of them.
Like that. That level.
Yeah.
Cindy
3/4 of a yard, 10266.
How many of
Jenny
them?
D for
friends not showing up?
10337.
No idea. We'll probably interview 30 people or 40.
Okay.
5 1/4 yards and our 10018.
Sherry Umholtz for 10062.
What do you think? 6 or an 8? 10018.
It's an
$7 a yard. Must take the whole bolt, guys. 4 3/4 yards. Number 10064. 10064.
10437 for
More.
Ruth.
No.
Okay. Let's see.
4 1/2 yards. Number 10060. They couldn't do that
10266
anything
for
for me.
Maya.
10060.
They for sure could.
10264. Oh, that must have
2
been
1/4 yards. 10003.
For sure.
10060 for Shelly Terry.
7 3/4 yards. This is just solid black. Andover.
Don't forget about the gifts.
10064 for Michelle.
10353. What gifts?
Yep, and loose Henry.
Oh,
And
5 3/4. Number 10059. 10059. Run me after this. 3 3/4 yards. Number 10040.
something. that the person would do for you.
10353 for Jenny D.
10040. Next, 3 3/4 yards. Number 10048. 10048.
10059 for Kate G. 10040 for Kristen Jazeski.
2 1/2 yards. Number 10065. 8 3/4 yards. Number 10296. 4 1/2 yards. Number 10037. 10037. 3 1/4 yards. Number 10045. 10045.
10048 for Paula Neiman.
3 3/4 yards. Number 10052. We're down to the last 10 bolts.
10037 for Jenny D.
Last ones.
Here we go. 6 1/2 yards. White. Number 10212. 7 yards. 10271.
Donna Waldron for 10052.
Oh, this one's got a torn edge on it.
Wait, before you call that, I need 2 seconds.
4 yards.
Please don't.
1
Please stop.
0.
I can't. These are all different variations of the
0.
same number.
Hold on, guys.
10212, maybe?
Hang tight. Waiting for Amy.
10212 going to Jenny D.
Did you give Raquel another?
10271 for Denise Hardison. 10065 for Carol Marstaller.
10034 for this one. 10034.
I'm good now. Thank you.
2 3/4 yards. Number 10041. 10041. We're down to less than 10 volts. 3 3/4 yards. This one's falling off the bolt. 3 3/4 yards. Number
Paula
10049.
McKean for 10041. Baseball quilter for 10043 or 34.
2 1/2 yards. Number 10066.
You got actual firewood at the farm? Where?
Next to the garage.
Jenny D
I
for
guess we split.
10049.
Yeah. 9 yards. Number
Do a max.
10344. 10344. We
split?
need one though.
Envy
have it.
Nancy for
So you want to get
10066.
Do I want you to go to an axe for you to use firewood? You're asking me if there's firewood. Yes, there is. Does it need to be split? Yes.
Doesn't.
Then you're asking me if I want you to go get an axe. I don't know. Do you need firewood?
you need an axe?
13 1/4 yards. Number 10345.
Here's my question back to
10345. 9 yards. 10343.
I'll go get an axe from Harbor Freight.
10343. That'd be great. 9 yards. Number 10319. 10319. Down to the last 3 volts.
We'll split and stack and put next to the fire.
8 1/2 yards. Number 10232. Excuse me. 10231. Last 2 bolts, guys. 7 yards, number 10295. 10295. And last one, guys.
Tammy for 97.89.
Last one. Check this out. This is a 10-yard bolt, number 6000. 10-yard bolt, number 6000, right here. Okay, friends.
Wait, Tam, that's not the number. So.
Yes, it's number 6,000. It's a
Yeah,
add-on.
70. Okay, guys. Lady Fair, you got 6,000. That is it. We also
Fast,
have this
fun,
kit
furious.
available still from last night, or from yesterday afternoon. The Hummingbird Floral. It's $110. Beautiful quilt.
big.
Measures 73 by 91, and it's
that really. Go ahead.
number 60.
Well,
Number 60.
it doesn't look like it.
On a wall drum.
It doesn't look like it, but if you actually paid attention to this, it's built so that top, you see the cornerstones?
Yep.
That will match a twin and lay over. Like, someone's thought about the orientation
Oh, yeah.
as for a bed.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually really, really well done, in my
Anyways. Okay, guys. We're getting out of here. Thank you very much for joining us.
opinion. We'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow
Tomorrow
we're
we're
shower.
going to Scrap
I
Apple.
came straight here from the airport, so.
Scrap Apple tomorrow,
Live from Scrap Apple.
which will be bundles.
I don't, to be honest, I don't know what it is. Lynette and I talked about it, but
That's about as far as you got.
yeah.
Awesome, guys. We appreciate you guys for showing up today, and we'll see you tomorrow at Scrap Apple, as in Brody will see you tomorrow at Scrap Apple. See
Bye,
you
everybody.
guys.
See you next
Bye,
time.
guys.